Want to see some more comic strips getting inked? You need to check this video out. Hello everyone, it's me, your old pal Max West. I draw comics and I do children's picture books. Today it's 90 degrees out and I'm here in my air-conditioned studio to work on some more July comic strips for Poison Ivy Gulch. Alright. I'm going to be doing some panels and some speech balloons today. Now for drawing the wide panels, I have my Speedball C4 nib. Alright, let's get a little more light here. Okay. Alright, let's get this panel done. I'll need to be reading some more classic comic strips for inspiration, as well as to get ideas for stuff. Let me see if I can track down more Broomhilda books, maybe some of Croc, the other comic that Brand Parker did, along with Bill Reshen. I was taught years ago, back when they actually taught critical thinking skills in class, in schools rather than today's politically correct conformity, I was actually taught to think critically. I was always to be thinking of many varied and especially unusual ideas. Alright. There we go. I've got the panels on this one done. I'm going to work on another one here. Move on to my next one. There you are. This is also like that first one. It's 2 panels. Alright. Dip the Speedball C4 nib into the jar of ink here and do these. Alright, here we are. Yep, the mayor likes to go overboard for the 4th of July. Let's just get this last one in. Alright. There we are. I've inked the panels here. I'm going to let this dry for a bit while I ink the panels on one more. And I'll see if I can do some of the speech balloons. And again, I like to work the old-fashioned way with pencils and pen and brush and ink. I mean, that's just the way I roll. Some of you out there might like to draw on the computer, and there's nothing wrong with that. You should use whatever tools work best for you. Remember, what's important is that you train your mind. Alright, we're going to do this one here with the outlaw robbing the bank. Alright. Alright then. Yeah, it takes getting used to drawing with a dip pen like I do. I mean, you gotta have a steady rhythm of drawing on the paper, as well as dipping your pen in the jar of ink. Alright. Very thick lines to designate the panel borders here. There you go. Yeah, that's looking pretty fine there, isn't it? Alright. Let this dry too, as I start working on a few of the speech balloons. Then I'll wrap this video up. Alright. Alright, now I'm going to switch over to my typical workhorse here. I'm going to be using the Speedball 512 nib. This is the nib I use. Gives a good line. And this is how many of the comic strips of the 20th century in newspapers were drawn with. Usually with the pen. You know, like L.Z. Segar with Popeye, Charles Schultz with Peanuts, Bud Fisher with Mutt and Jeff. Balloons drawn. Yeah, you see what I did here? Lotta and her poker opponents are playing up here on a big mountain. Alright, I'm going to do the balloons on one more strip here, and then we'll call it a video. Alright then. And there we go. I'm going to call it a day here. Probably in the next video I'm going to do some more inking, mainly of the figures here inside the panel.